Hey guys, I just, oh, hold on. There we go. I hadn't even gotten here yet. Okay, I just figured I'd hop on and make sure that everybody understood what the making connections were. These are due today. I guess technically tomorrow by midnight. But try and get it done today. Your spring break starts. You guys need a break. Everybody needs a break. I mean, I know you can't go anywhere, but hey, we all need a break for sure. So, really quickly, first off, if you haven't figured this out yet, every day you can always come to the homepage on Canvas and click on the online weekly schedule. I made it bigger so you couldn't miss it, and I took away all the other stuff that it said there. So as soon as you log in, right there, you're just going to click here. It gives you these assignments now as of today. This afternoon, this is going to look different. It's going to have the week for spring break up instead, so it'll still have this week, but every week it'll be updated so that you have 2 weeks that will be on here while we're doing our online stuff. And then for today, on Friday, 5 minutes, post in this discussion about the Dust Bowl primary document. A lot of you guys already did that, but if you haven't, make sure that you post in there. It shouldn't take you more than 5 minutes. And then for 25 minutes, you need to work on your making connections number 1. And I've put this time on there just to help you kind of gauge. Some of this isn't going to take you as long as I say on there. That's just to help you figure out about how much time you should set aside each day. I am trying to keep it to 30 minutes about every day. Let's click on making connections number 1. Here are your instructions. Create a making connections and submit here when finished. So you'll submit on this page. This is showing my version of this. Actually, let's hurry. Let me hurry and show you what it looks like for you guys. Sorry, I should have done this already. All right, there we go. This is what it will look like for you. You're going to create a making connections and submit here when finished. Watch this video for the instructions. So in a second, as soon as I finish this video, this is going to be a link to this video that you're watching right now, so you already got this far. To create a making connections, do the following. Pick something you learned about from World War I, 1920s, or Great Depression. Anything we've talked about in class so far. You can choose anything. An idea of what you can do is a person, an event we've talked about, a concept meaning, like, remember how we talked about the main causes of World War I, militarism, alliance system, imperialism, and nationalism. Those are concepts, so you can also take a concept if you'd like. Then you're going to research how this current event, concept, person, whatever it is, connects to, or I'm sorry, you need to pick a current event and you need to link it back to something in the past. And I don't care what order you do it in. If you want to do the past, you want to pick something from the past and connect it to now, or if you want to figure out something now and connect it back to the past. It does need to be something published in the last 8 months. It's not quite as current if we go back further than that. But you guys can use anything from CNN 10. And CNN 10 is actually still running. So I'm going to show you really quick what it looks like on CNN 10. And again, you just Google CNN10.com, or you can just put in the URL cnn.com/CNN10. And they are actually still doing CNN 10 every day. And you're welcome to go and look at those. They're just doing them from home. So you can go ahead, click on the date. So here's today's date. You could watch it. I'm not going to do that right now though. And that will help you get more information if you don't know where else to go. Then, once you've figured out what it is from the past, what it is from current, and how those two things connect, you need to figure out both of that. So to make a really, really easy example, a lot of you guys have already been using this. It's basically the only thing that's in the news right now anyway, is talking about how the coronavirus pandemic, I guess right now, is connected to the Spanish flu pandemic during World War I. Now, we only briefly covered that, so sometimes you actually have to do some extra research to figure out more information about some of those in the past event that you're connecting. After you've done your research and you figured out how these two things connect, you're going to write 2 paragraphs. That's it, 2 paragraphs. You need to explain the current event, and then in the second paragraph you need to explain how the current event and the past event are connected together. And you do have to include your source of information. Now, you do not have to include pictures, but it does help if you have pictures, but you don't have to. I'm not going to dock you points or anything, but it does help prove your point a little bit. And then this is, now I know I have on here that it's worth assessment points, but I have gone back to just straight points grading, mostly because with doing everything online, it's a totally different ball game. So everything is just worth point value. Nothing is weighted in the class anymore. So I'll go take that off. So by the time you see this video, that part's not going to be here. And then click here to access the making connections. This is an example that I made for you guys. This also goes into more detail on the instructions and helps out a lot with you knowing how you need to format this. So the first page says model format, name, title of article, title of news article. In the first paragraph, explain the current event / person that connects to the past event from our unit. So this is the current event. Paragraph 1 is the current event. This should be about 3 to 4 sentences long. In the second paragraph, explain how the past event connects to the current event. So you're just going to give like 1 or 2 sentences saying, hey, here is this past event that connects back up to my current event, and this is why these two things are connected. Here's the significance of that connection. It should be about 3 to 4 sentences as well. If you want to include a picture here, go for it. And then you need to have your article source at the bottom. If it's from CNN 10, you can just type out CNN 10 and the date. But if it's from any other news source, you just need to put the URL there. I will tell you this really quick. It is really helpful if you go to File, you go to, where is it? Make a copy. Oh my gosh, that's embarrassing. I do this all the time. So click on File, make a copy, and then name it, I don't know, Making Connections, number 1. Choose what folder you want to save it in, and then click on OK. And then that way you can actually go through and you can edit this. So then right there you can just edit, clear that out right here. You can type in your name, and I'll leave all this how it was before. You can put in your own title, title of news article, everything. You can just go through and just delete it out and edit through those portions, and that might help out a little bit with you guys. If you scroll down here, this is an example. Okay, this is also about the Civil War. I'm not going to go through and read through this whole thing, but if you want an example, this is just one that I made for you guys so that you can just see how these are supposed to look. And you can look at this and read through it, and hopefully that helps you out. Go ahead and message me on Remind if you have any questions, and you're welcome to email me too. And just as a heads up for all of those who are watching this video after spring break, we're going to start using Zoom. So if you are done with your Making Connections and you need something else to do, you can go watch the tutorial I made on that as well. Have an awesome day. I miss you all a lot more than I thought I would. And I don't mean that the wrong way. It's like, oh, this is going to be a nice little break. It's not. This is not fun. I don't like being at school without you guys. So anyway, if you have any questions, let me know.